Welcome to SwitchCorner, my name is Alex. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite Switch eShop deals coming in under $10 or your local currency, covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. I'm liking this week a lot though, a host of new low prices on some great games, so with that, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and let's get started. I do have a winner to announce them for a $10 eShop gift card later in the video, and one more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and the winner they'll be announced on next week's video. Also, if you are grabbing anything from the eShop, consider using cornershop.gg for discounted eShop credit. You'll be getting 10% off at checkout using a code CORNER, and that's going to be instant delivery via email. Blue Fire then to kick us off, and this one it gets a new low price, 60% off. It's often referred to as a 3D Hollow Knight. I absolutely see that. You'll often hear also Zelda comparisons. I think for me that's a little bit more of a reach, and definitely this game a whole lot tougher. Think though a 3D Metroidvania of sorts, you're exploring a once great kingdom that is now in bad shape. The story, you need to uncover this world's secrets. The real winners with this one for me though, it looks and performs fantastic on the Switch hardware. The combat is nice and fast, you can add upgrades from weapons to abilities, and the platforming, it's near perfect. Then there's these incredibly difficult challenge rooms, and they are an absolute blast. They have you doing wall runs and all sorts of craziness. It is well worth a look though at this price, and I highly recommend it. Butcher then is a blaster. This one is from the same dev as the recent Carrion, and similar in theme as well. I think almost horror, but putting you in the role of the killer themselves. In this case, we're actually out to wipe out humanity as a killer cyborg. It's not exactly smart, honestly, in its narrative, but it leads to an incredibly challenging 2D action platformer, and that difficulty, it is real. In fact, the eShop states the easiest mode is hard. I was impressed though. I think I played it originally on the PS4 or Vita, maybe, can't quite remember. I had like a physical copy of it, limited run. Either way though, fantastic game. It's 80% off, which is the max discount for those in the US and Canada, and then that's actually a new low for everyone else. Windbound gets a new low price then here with 80% off, and this one at launch it was a mess, crash bugs, all sorts going on, but it's since been patched and now it's in a much better shape. The reason crashes had such an impact on a normal difficulty, this game is actually permadeath, so you had to revert to easy mode, which actually allowed you to hit checkpoints. It's a decent little survival experience, though I will say repetitive. The big concept though, construct a boat while hunting and gathering as you do progress from island to island. There's a narrative which adds little, honestly, and locations they are extremely repetitive, but I did enjoy the, shipbuilding, and it kind of was fun for like 15 minutes here and there. I think what disappointed most though, there was comparisons to Zelda, and it's absolutely nothing like it. A shout out then to Red Deer Games for sponsoring today's video with their latest release, Space Tale Every Journey Leads Home, and if there's two things I love, that is dogs and anything sci-fi, so the formula here, it was for sure appealing. The overall concept though, we are an astronaut dog and we are adventuring through space to get ourselves back home. A side-scrolling platformer though, we'll see everything from the narrative building up a fence. So think, where did this dog come from? What did they go through in training to finally being in outer space? These locations in space though, they even have inhabitants who we can communicate with, of course though with, think dog body language, think jumping or wagging your tail. Alongside of this then, expect puzzles along the way and some space companions who may just help you out. We'll even make friends or a few enemies along this journey. I like the concept a lot though, and as always in typical fashion, we're getting a launch discount here, 30% off. You can check it out in the pinned comment down below, and as always, a massive thank you to Red Deer Games for sponsoring today's video. Steel Assault then will be for the run and gun fans. This one is 60% off, a new low price. I reviewed it here on the channel, check that out in the pinned comment below. The disappointing factor with this game, let's do that first, the lack of co-op play, but otherwise good fun, and I'd put that down really to the fact the game has this zip wire mechanic which would probably cause difficulty in some sort of two-player arena. Gameplay wise though, fine tuned platforming and shooting, and you're out to take on a general who wronged you in what is a futuristic world. It's retro, it's short, it packs the replayability, and then even dialing up the difficulty, it can be brutal. Overall though, I was really impressed. Owlboy then, and I'm now realizing as I go through this, a lot of platforming centric deals this week, but this game, it's incredible. With 60% off though, that is a new low price. It's the first time it's ever been a sub $10, and you'll struggle to find a bad word against it. A story driven platformer adventure. The main mechanic here is you can fly, but what I really like is you can pick up friends and then use them, so think a friend who will become a gunner. The pixel work then is stunning, there's some great enemies and boss encounters, and we are out on a battle against space pirates. This one, it comes highly recommended from me, and it's a must buy for any fans of the genre. Panzer Paladin then gets a new low price, 60% off. This one is a mech based action platformer where you need to battle it out. A bit more old school in its design here, I think 8-bit, and we are basically out on a mission to track down the weapon keepers. Essentially think a battle of occult versus modern technology, all so you can basically take on a band of demons who are set on attacking. 17 levels, intense action along the way as well, and really fun platforming and weapon selection. Do know though, it's definitely quite a challenging experience. Best of all though, alongside the core gameplay, and actually one thing I didn't mention, you can customize weapons, which is very cool, but we also saw a free update known as Challenge Core. That's going to be 11 challenge rooms, speedrun options including leaderboards, a new 8-bit soundtrack, and then storage increase options. Like many other games today though, for me this is easily another must buy. 3,000 for Duel, then it's a new low price, 70% off, and this one it's a Metroidvania. Here we are a masked hero with the age-old amnesia story, so now you're battling it out to uncover the truth behind this location, but also at the same time yourself. This world is huge though, 300 biomes, and they are packed with over 150 monsters and bosses to take down. We also then get 3 styles of weapon for strategy, which I really like. It kind of changes the range as well as the speed. This is another one though where they did good by us and released free DLC, which I again always appreciate, and that is known as the Wise Ones DLC. This adds in a further 150 regions, 60 new monsters, new equipment and pickups, as well as a new game plus. That is going to basically dial up the difficulty even further. Turnip boy commits tax evasion then to kick off the final 3 games of the week, and this one, it's here with 60% off. That is a new low price, and it's definitely similar in vibe and design to kind of old school Zelda. Afflicted though, we're on a quest to pay a debt back that we supposedly now owe to Mayor Onion. The gameplay though, top down environmental puzzles as well as combat exploration, and of course that, unique storyline. Again though, another one here, a completely free update known as Sunset Station was released. Love when developers do this. Plus, this one, it's actually quite massive. It adds an infinite train dungeon, 3 new enemy types, new pickups, a new boss fight, and new hats, which are purely cosmetic. Good stuff though, and a sequel actually just got announced, which I hope we see on the Switch next year. Retro City Rampage DX then is our penultimate game of the week, and this one, think old school Grand Theft Auto. It's essentially a love letter to it, and we just don't see this game on sale all that often, especially with a new low price like here of 50% off. An 8-bit open world though, we basically tried to go clean, we couldn't help ourselves, and now we're sucked back into the criminal world. Think here a slew of story missions, some over the top kind of characters, challenges, a whole host of weapons and vehicles, and a chiptune soundtrack to really reinforce, those visuals. It even has a minigame crossovers in here with Minecraft, Super Meat Boy, Bit Trip, and Epic Mealtime. Finally, as an extra, you'll find Rom City Rampage packed in 2. This was a prototype version of the game that would work on real 8-bit hardware. Our winner of the week then, it's going to Joseph, who simply said great list, and as always I really appreciate the support everyone shows to these videos and to the channel. It goes a huge way to getting the channel out there as we push towards 50,000 subscribers, hopefully by the end of this year, even though it might be a stretch honestly. Congrats to Joseph, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance to win in next week's video. Project Warlock then was an easy pick to close out the video this week. It's a new low, 70% off, and any retro first-person shooter fan, they should absolutely be coming to this one. It is just a genius. I wouldn't come here for narrative, but basically you play the title of Warlock and you're taking on all evil, but the gunplay, the exploration, it's an absolute blast as you explore 60 levels across different biomes. Think everything from castles to frozen landscapes. It's a game of searching the map, of course, like find ammo, secrets, uncover new weapons. Even as a modern touch, you can shape our lead with upgrade points, and that's the bit I really liked. It's got that dash of modern sensibilities, which in this scenario, it really elevated the whole experience. It is a steal of a price, this one then, and I've been back a few times now. I even picked up a physical copy from Super Rare Games. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week, or are you holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments down below, because I know right now we are getting, super close to Black Friday, and no doubt many are hoping to see all of the new low prices right around that season. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.